Alright guys, this video right here, like I said, this is all my personal experience. If you have asthma or you know somebody that have asthma, just make sure you talk to a physician that has a lot of knowledge about that. And make sure you definitely do take your inhalers, your nebulizers, anything that you do need to help with your asthma. But like I said, I'm going off my personal experience, and this is how I dealt with my asthma, and also my experience with asthma with certain items, drinks, whatever you could call it. But this is how I dealt with my asthma and what I've been doing with my experience, guys. Remember, talk to your physician. Everybody is different, but this is my personal experience, guys. Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Agent Physique here. Today I'm going to be talking about how to deal with asthma. So, what is asthma? Asthma is basically a lung disease that inflames the airways of the lungs. Many people have asthma. I'm one person that has asthma. I dealt with asthma for most of my life. It's one of the hardest things to deal with. I can say that. Just a little personal background story about me with my asthma. Like I said, I dealt with it all my life. My parents actually smoked when I was a kid, and especially even when I was in the womb. My parents smoked, and that might have caused me to have asthma. It doesn't run in my family, but I believe due to my parents actually while I'm smoking while I was in the womb, it might have affected me to have asthma. But overall, like I said, I've been dealing with it all my life. Definitely, especially when I was playing football from Pop Warner up to high school and to college, track, basketball, any sport, I had to deal with it. And the main thing was that I constantly had to deal with heavy breathing, wheezing, you know, the basic symptoms of asthma. It was a learning experience. You know, I had to take time to learn how to learn my body and how to deal with my asthma. Like certain workouts at the time I was a kid, I couldn't do. I couldn't run excessive at first, like as the other kids was running. I used to get tired easily, and when I'll give you an example. When I was running, I remember I was doing I was playing Pop Warner football. My coach, I was playing Mighty Mites. He made me run, I believe, the whole night, and it was for discipline reasons. But my teammates were actually outrunning me, so I was keeping up with them at first. But when they got to a certain point, I couldn't keep up. So what they did actually encourage me, came back and helped me, ran with me. And they all knew I had asthma, but I was like struggling at first to keep up with them and deal with my asthma at the time and how to, just like I said, keep up with them overall. But over time, I got used to it, and I just learned how to pace myself on certain activities and learn how to stay out of certain environments. You know, what are some of the symptoms of asthma? Some of the symptoms is coughing, of course, wheezing. I tend to wheeze sometimes, especially when it's cold outside in winter time. Wheezing, coughing, tightness of the chest, that tends to happen. And there's plenty of other symptoms as well. Just like I said, lack of breath. But it's basically, like I said, when the tightness of the airways happen, and it just inflames the airways. That's basically what asthma is. Now, you do have different types of asthma. The one I have is bronchial asthma. So bronchial asthma is basically where mucus builds up in the airways, and it's a blockage where it's hard for you to breathe. It's kind of like a blood clot. A blood clot just comes up within the veins and it blocks your blood circulation. But overall, like I said, I had bronchial asthma. I had to deal with it. Basically, what I still take an inhaler here and there sometimes, but I try not to use it because I want to deal with my asthma myself and still build up my respiratory system for myself compared to using medicine. I'd rather do that myself rather than using medicine. So I love to build up my respiratory area with exercise. I tend to exercise a lot. I do some cardio to increase my lung capacity so I can breathe better. I guess I stay away from different areas as well, different environments. But overall, like I said, the asthma, a lot of people do have it. It's ways so you can decrease asthma attacks and basically all that good stuff. Asthma attacks suck. I had one when I was a kid, and when I had my asthma, I freaked out. It was real bad. I felt like I was about to die, but I knew I wasn't gonna die. But at that point, I felt like I was about to die, and it was just crazy. I was like panicking. I was looking around, looking at people, like, oh my god, I need to go to the hospital. And the funny thing, I didn't go to the hospital. I just had to sit down and relax and be calm. And that's usually what you need to do. Is just if you have you feel like an asthma attack that's coming on, or if your asthma in general is just like increasing, you just need to relax and be calm. Take your medicine if you need to, but most of the time I just try to relax. I try not to rely on medicine so much with an asthma pump or a nebulizer. If you have asthma, you know what a nebulizer is. It sucks. It makes a big loud noise while you're in your room, like big. but it sucks. And like I said, it takes time, you know, to get over your asthma. But like I said, I usually try not to rely on medicine so much. I try to rely on myself, use breathing techniques to relax my body levels, and I think just to build my respiratory system up, make it stronger, you know. So I don't like to rely on medicine as much. But if you have to, definitely take an asthma pump, or if you have to take your nebulizer. But like, what are some ways to decrease asthma? Like I said, you can do exercise, you have different breathing techniques, and just try to stay out of certain environments. And there's plenty of things that trigger asthma, such as perfume, the weather when it's cold, or if it's hot outside, the dryness. But it's, like I said, plenty of things. And you don't want to stay in you won't be in those environments that trigger your asthma. It sucks. You can deal with it. You can still live. You can still exercise. You can still do certain sports, activities, hiking, jogging, playing flag football, anything, high school sports, anything. Like I said, you have to be conscious enough to know like what you can do and what you cannot do with your asthma, you know. And you just gotta be smart enough to just always relax, stay calm, and don't overthink things. Especially when you have that, you tend to overthink, like, okay, I may not be able to hold my breath, can't do this. But if I'm running down the street, I might be out of breath. My asthma might trigger that way, and it's gonna take a long time for my breathing to come back to normal. It might, but I said don't overthink it. Just treat it with a responsible mindset. Like I said, everything you need to do with asthma falls back to exercise. And why is it important? Because it helps with your breathing capacity. Like I said, exercise definitely helps, especially cardiovascular workout. Anything aerobic helps out with asthma. Like I said, you're exercising your lungs. You need to exercise your lungs, not just with anaerobic workouts such as weightlifting. You just need to constantly exercise your lungs with aerobic exercise. It could just be from walking, jogging, little light jogs, something that helps build up your lung capacity. Like I said, I try to stay away from medicine and not to rely on it so much. And I just work on using breathing techniques to help me deal with my asthma. Like I said, there's plenty of people on this planet that have asthma, and I feel like there's a growing epidemic with asthma. A lot of people are starting to get it. Usually it's a common thing in old age as you get older, but a lot of kids are starting to have asthma, and I do believe it's due to the environment. I do believe there are people are getting more affected daily due to the environment and due to the air quality. It tends to happen over time, but like I said, this is what I believe, guys. Remember, I do believe that it does happen, or air quality such as pollution, of course, like from the trucks, just the buildings that tends to bring out smoke. I believe that it triggers asthma and brings asthma to people that never had it before. And even with food or drinks, there are certain foods that I eat or even drinks that cause asthma. And especially like with drinks, for example, soda or any sugar drink. I'll give you an example. When I was a kid, I drank CNC a lot. CNC soda, go to the corner store, pick up a CNC soda with a beef patty. And that CNC soda has a lot of chemicals in it, especially fructose, corn syrup. That corn syrup is technically not good I know for me, it's not good for my asthma. And every time I tend to drink anything that has corn syrup in it or fructose, anything like that nature, coloring, or any type of food that has coloring or some type of chemical inside of it, my asthma tend to act up. I start to have a hard time breathing, and it's really hard for me to breathe. So I tend to go back to my asthma pump if I really need it, or I tend to just to relax and stay calm and start doing breathing techniques. Like I said, everybody's different. This is what I'm going through. I know my experience. But overall, like I said, everyone needs to do their own thing. Definitely, if you talk to your physician, take an asthma pump, take a nebulizer. I have both of them. And like I said, when I do need to take them, I do take them. But I try not to. Like I said, with the environment, try to stay away from people that smoke. A lot of people tend to smoke nowadays. You hear from hookah in the club. I work in the club, and people tend to smoke hookah. And people say hookah's not bad for you. I tend to believe not. I tend to believe so. It is bad for you. And still smoke going in your lungs. It's just like weed. Anything that goes in your lungs is going to be bad for your smoke. You're inhaling smoke. Just like you smoke. It's bad for you. And anything that goes in your lungs is bad for you. And I don't care, weed has benefits for you. It's still bad for you. It goes in your lungs. Like I said, this is my personal experience. I don't smoke anything, so I know it'll mess me up with my lungs and my asthma. The environment plays a big key part in that. And just being aware with that, try different techniques. Even try wearing a mask. A lot of different cultures do that. They tend to wear masks and while they're walking down the street, so they don't try to catch so many diseases, or even just like I said, the pollution in the air. And it actually helps prevent you from catching anything, but also helping with the asthma because you're controlling your air quality, what you want to breathe in. Like I live in the Northeast, I live in New Jersey. The air quality sucks up here because you got big business up here. You got big buildings, got trucks, buses, got everything up here, and the air pollution, the quality's not gonna be all that great. Honestly, you got factories. It's not going to be that great. When I was in Delaware, when I went to school down in Delaware, it was amazing. Even when I visited down in Georgia, see friends and family, Florida, the air quality is completely different. It's more farmland. The air is fresh. It smells clean. It's a good sense there compared to up here in Northeast. It's like, oh man, you feel like you're about to go on a hike. The air quality is just coming in at you, hits you. After a while, you get used to it. You see it, it's like, sheesh. I said everybody's different, and this is why I tend not to do. I don't do no smoking, no drinking, none of that. And because I know it'll affect my asthma. Even like my diet with meat, I feel personally like meat, it does kind of hold me back too, like ground beef and turkey as well. It actually holds me back with my asthma. So that's why I tend to go towards the alkaline diet, whereas nothing that's gonna help. That's actually gonna help me breathe better. Like I said, it takes time. You gotta do your research, guys, and I'm here to help with that. Like I said, I dealt with asthma all my life, and definitely need more information. I'm definitely here to help you out and reach out to you. Like I said, I'm definitely here to reach out to you. And like I said, always remember to definitely hit your physician, guys. That's the most important thing. Like I said, I'm going with my personal experience. I'm gonna keep saying that. And like I said, you can do your own research. Do your research about asthma. And I said, this is what I'm dealing with. I know what I have for my bronchial asthma. And even with your weight quality, definitely try sticking in your normal weight range. The heavier you get, the harder it's hard for you to breathe, which is true because you put more pressure on your heart and your lungs. And definitely try to stay within your weight. I'm 5'10". I should honestly be about 195 between 185 in that range, I believe. I shouldn't be like 230 pounds, 210, because more pressure on my heart and my lungs. So the air quality for that it'd be hard for me to breathe due to the air quality and plus the weight of my body. But like I said, definitely check with your physician, guys. That's the most important thing. And also do your research. That's the most important thing. Do your research so you know how to deal with your asthma. And like I said, I'll come back. I'll talk a little bit more about certain topics within asthma later in a later video. But definitely, guys, make sure you take care of your asthma. It's very important if you have it, and it can make or break you. And make sure you're definitely exercising, having quality time doing research, and make sure you know what to do about your asthma. Like I said, it sucks, but you can deal with it. You can still live life. You can still have fun. You can still be adventurous. Do what you need to do, and just live your life. And but I said, you still have asthma, but do what you need to do. And definitely, guys, I'm gonna talk to you later. Agent Physique is out. Definitely follow me on Instagram at @AGM_Physique. Also follow me on Snapchat, Agent Physique, and Facebook, Agent Physique.